today on EA Sports. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week. 2
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. On the carry. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Allen, wide open receiver, complete. That's good. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots. On first down, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's 3rd and 7.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Quarterback sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Westbrook.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Pittman. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pittman, a bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. As the Patriots
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
By the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 43-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pittman, that one complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Pass complete to D.D. Westbrook. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pittman, open man is Westbrook, complete.
Pittman's pass.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Operating from the gun. Pittman, he'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Pittman, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
For Davius White on the coverage.
To throw on 3rd down. Pittman, the Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Patriots 3. Bills.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Lucky there just to avoid the safety, able to fight through the tackle, but still backed up near the goal line.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to...
Oh, they're on him, too. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
New England. The kicker on for the point after.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings
now Allen.
And 3.
Incomplete.
Allen's pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 yards.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his man, Valdez Scantling. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
44-yard line.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pittman. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
For the Patriots.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Allen's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Pittman. The throw taken in by Sims.
Pittman's pass.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lindsey.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the Patriot first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pittman over the middle to Beckham. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, Pittman. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Pittman. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Pittman's pass.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now we're going to get a stoppage as it looks like, yeah, that's Lindsey still down on the field now. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
Bills 3.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pittman. He finds Beckham, complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Pittman. Open man here, Sims, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Pittman. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd down, Pittman. And the pressure gets to him again. And Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
The kickoff for Buffalo.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. To throw on 3rd down, Pittman. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. From the gun, a give to Penny. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New England.
Looking to throw. Pittman. He completes it to Westbrook. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, Patriots.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Pittman. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Pittman. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Devin
Asiasi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a dump off here complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Quarterback taken down and
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Bills send the punter out. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Westbrook now on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And he finds Penny. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
23, Bills 3.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
24-yard line. A gain of 2.
Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Holding. Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Point after here coming up. And that stretches the lead to 27. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Brings up 3rd down.
This is McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this up. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Allen, this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to 20. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
The goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Back to throw. Pittman. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. Third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen now from the gun on third down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Allen's pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Allen. Smith catches left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Allen to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
New England.
Looking to throw. Pittman. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And this one's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down, Pittman. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Loss of 9 yards.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is good.
Field goal is
and that will swell the lead to 16.
Patriots 33.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run by Lindsey. Down to about the 22 here. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Lindsey, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start